Well, good morning. This is Ian Crane, and I'm in an environment which I actually feel less and less comfortable in, that of the inner city. But I'm here at the Civic Centre in Bridge Street, and we're here obviously to hear Cuadrilla state their case for an injunction that would effectively, if granted, shut down any attempt to oppose their activities at Prestonby Road and potentially Rossiter as well. Well, of course, this is very much an act of desperation in many respects. And we've got some people already getting some attention here. We've got people that have arrived from Liverpool and from Darlington, and I know there's a number of people coming down from the File today to hear Cuadrilla state their case to literally outlaw or put people's assets and liberty at risk if they have the audacity to challenge their activities and their attempt to frack on the File. So, some years ago, obviously after the moratorium was lifted back in December 2012, there was much talk in government of social license and the belief that the industry could actually convince local communities that there was no risk. There was absolutely no problem at all. And of course, the definition of social license is actually social apathy, community apathy. Because what it's really implying is the fact that basically nobody in the community really cares and they can just crack on and do whatever it is they're going to do without any kind of opposition. Well, here we are some 5.5 years on, and of course that just isn't the case. And the reality is that back in 2013, there were literally just a handful of academic studies which questioned whether or not this industry could actually be conducted safely. Today, there are well over 1,000 publications, academic publications, which actually serve to support the concerns that communities have around the world. And, in the past few days, I've received comments on the live streams, and also private messages from the US, from Canada, from Australia, and everybody is basically saying the same thing, that if you don't stop this in the UK, then sadly, the entire north of England and pockets in the south will sadly endure exactly the same nightmare as communities are enduring right across the countries where this industry has become established. And just a few days ago, I actually had the opportunity to speak with a journalist based in Austin, Texas. And the incredible thing was that whilst this journalist was certainly very well aware on many issues, he really was under-informed, to say the least, on the magnitude of the problems that the unconventional hydrocarbons industry has caused in his home state. Now, Austin is a little bit removed from the hydrocarbon-bearing geology, but a few miles away, well, a couple of 100 miles away in Dallas, then the city of Dallas acknowledged 5 years ago that this industry and the city of Dallas, actually city ordinance banning fracking. Got a city that has effectively on the back, but hopefully when it all uploads, some of that will have been smoothed out. Anyway, as I say, there's people here already that have travelled some distance from Liverpool, from Teesside, and it seems that we also have some interest from the security. But I don't have any court orders, I don't have any suspended sentence, and so I'm not actually contravening anything in terms of live streaming outside the court here. Well, we have no idea how things are going to unfold today. We have no real awareness of who, if anyone, is going to step forward to challenge this injunction or attempt to get an injunction. Friends of the Earth put out a communique yesterday to say that they had sent a letter to the court. I'm not really sure what impact that will have, but nonetheless, they have stated their concerns and their opposition to the Cuadrilla attempt at getting an injunction. So, well, hopefully, we're going to see large numbers here. I know that the press are intending to come down, and let's just hope that justice is done today, and that the corporatocracy doesn't get an opportunity to take another step forward, because sadly what we are witnessing here is the rampant rush towards a situation where the corporations effectively attempt to establish legislation through the courts.